Great day, friends. Wayne Wallace here. Welcome to Video Marketing Mastery. We're going to have a great time. I've got a lot of information to cover. Let's jump right into it. Video doesn't work for most businesses, and I'm actually going to tell you what does work. The real problem is not the camera, it's not you, it's the approach. The question I have for you is, are you standing out from the crowd? Well, in this day and age, it's pretty easy because everyone's using AI and there's a sea of sameness out there. All the models, the LLMs, were trained with certain content. And if you use, say, ChatGPT, then it produces a certain type of content with a certain look and feel. If you use Gemini, it creates content with a certain look and feel. So if you're observant, you can start telling just visually which LLM created that content. It's just like an artist. You may know a certain artist by the way they paint or the way they sing. Same with AI. AI is just an artist. Now, this quote on the screen, I captured several years ago when I started teaching this concept. And it said by 2026, 90% of the content would be AI generated. And look where we are today. I didn't change this quote. It was like this for several years. So the proof is all around us. 85% of businesses say that video has directly boosted their sales. So let me ask you a hypothetical question. Have you ever bought something because of a video? Well, I sure have, and I'm sure you have too. So a little warning before we get started. I'm going to share some information with you today that will change the way you think in reference to marketing your business with video. And just by watching this presentation, you're going to be far ahead of your competition, and you will have this knowledge for life. Currently, you're operating in your business based on what you currently know, and anyone can take this information that I'm delivering today and use it. And I will be offering you a special offer at the end. I've invested over $300,000 in my career to assemble the knowledge that I have, and I still do it daily. And today I'm going to share information with you that you may not know, and it will change your life forever. And before we jump into the content, I'd like to offer you my free book, The Video Secret Weapon. If you scan that QR code, you can download it for free. And I'd also like to tell you about my software that I'm writing. It's called DocuFlow. And what it does, it allows me to take a folder of videos and create documentary style videos quickly and easily. So like I said, I'm going to make you an offer today, and I'm going to be upfront and transparent about the pricing right now. So you don't have to sit there and think about, oh, what's this going to cost me? I'm telling you right up front. So the information I'm teaching you today and in my program is easily worth $1,000, is easily worth $100. But you're not going to pay that because I have a founder's special of $47 a month. And if you act quickly after watching this information, then you will get the founder's price and you'll be locked in for a lifetime at that pricing because the pricing will be going up. So right now you are creating videos or not based on your current skill level. So the question for you is do you see value in improving your skill level and effectiveness with video for marketing your business? And what do you think will happen if you do that? You're going to get more business. It's like having a superpower. And that's why today I wore my Superman shirt underneath my business shirt, because I have a superpower and you can also have a superpower. So this pie chart represents all the knowledge of the world. And this is what AI knows. But we as mere humans don't know everything. See this green sliver in the middle? It represents what we know. And then the purple sliver represents what you know you don't know. Like, I don't know how to fly a plane. I don't know how to build a rocket ship. But there are people that do know how to do that. And then the yellow area represents what you don't know that you don't know. And today I'll be teaching you possibly some things you don't know that you don't know. So all the gurus out there are teaching about AI clones and mind control. So Tony Robbins launched an event in November 2025 called the AI Summit. And in that event, he talked about clones. And then Anik Segal does an event where he talks about AI clones. And then Russell Brunson does an event where he talks about using mind control and propaganda to sell people. It's all trickery. It's all fake. It's not authentic. And they're all spreading a lie. And the lie is that AI is going to give you more time back, and you're going to be able to spend more time with family and friends and pursue the hobbies that you want to pursue. They told us the same lie back when computers first came out, because I was around then. And they said, oh, you're going to get more free time because computers are going to make us so productive. It's a lie. I don't know about you, but I work way more than 40 hours a week. AI does make me more productive. Now I produce maybe 3, 4, 5 times as much, or maybe even 10 times more than I would normally be able to produce because of AI. So AI is not going to take your job. It's someone using AI that's going to take your job, because they're going to get more done than you, and the boss is going to like that. So if you've never seen the movie Blade Runner, I would highly recommend watching it. In this movie that came out in 1982, they talked about the year 2019, and they were a little bit off, but not too far. And that's why they came out with another version called Blade Runner 2049. This came out in 2017. And in both of these movies, they had things called replicants, which were humanoid looking robots. And you couldn't really tell if they were human or not. Now, we're certainly there with video and photos, but not quite there with robots. But by 2049, we'll probably be there. Now, this is the latest trend right now, is creating deep fake videos. And a couple of weeks ago, someone created a deep fake video of Tom Cruise and Brad Pitt fighting on a rooftop. So let me play some of this.
No actors, no cameras, and no script. All it took was a simple AI prompt to create this rooftop fight starring Brad Pitt and Tom Cruise.
The controversial clip is tripping the alarm in Hollywood tonight. KTLA's Angelique Hockaday reports.
The video prompted major Hollywood players to speak up, including the writer and director of the Deadpool movies, who shared the video on X saying, "It's likely over for us." At first glance, this video feels a lot like a movie you've seen before. A fight scene between two of the biggest names in Hollywood, with a fictional Los Angeles as its backdrop. But maybe you start to notice the continuity is off. A sleeve on Tom is missing, the makeup is misplaced, or the firing of the weapon is wrong. Either way, it almost fooled you.
The actors' faces were very close to what their real faces look like right now.
So I'm not going to play the whole thing for you, but you get the idea. So Hollywood is up in arms because they believe that AI is going to take their job, maybe some of their jobs. So let me introduce myself. My name is Wayne Wallace, otherwise known as The Wizard, award-winning photographer with over 2 decades of experience. I have a master's degree in documentary film editing, and I have a passion for helping business owners. My mission is to help business owners make more sales with authentic video. Now, these are some stats I pulled off of the web with AI. I don't think I need to convince you that video is an important thing to be using to be marketing your business. Now, when we create video, what do we create? A few choices. And these are basically the choices we have. We can create entertainment. We can create educational. We can create podcasts. We can create selfies. Or we can create AI fakes. But there's another type of video we can create. And that's what we'll be discussing today, documentary style video. Now, you may know this guy, Gary Vaynerchuk, or Gary V, he goes by. He says that you need to produce and post 8 to 15 pieces of content a day, or even if possible, 80 to 100. Now, I don't know anyone that can do that. With AI, you can. And that's why Anik Segal created his AI clone, because he knows he needs to create a lot of content. And he said, well, the only way I can do it is with an AI clone. So let me show you what a good AI clone looks like.
Upload a video, and AI will detect all faces, add your replacement images, and create realistic face swap results. Text to video, reference to video, AI talking photo. This website does all of it for free. It has more and more image generation options and also 30 plus free options. But wait, after seeing these premium tools for free, I lost my mind. Sora 2, Veo 3, Nano Banana Pro, Seedream 4.0, Flux Context Pro, they all cost hundreds of dollars. But here, all of them are accessible.
Okay, so if you look at that video of him speaking, that's an AI clone. And it looks pretty darn good, I must admit. It's one of the best I've seen. But it still doesn't feel real because the way it talks like a robot, right? It will never change. It'll never grow old. So if you're going to use AI clones, you need to keep on recreating your clone as you change and as you grow older. It's kind of like photos and videos. You should get photos and videos done all the time or create them all the time because you're changing. You can't just run the same video all the time. So is it real or is it AI? The question you're asking yourself right now when you search the web. And that's what your customers are asking. Is it real or is it AI? Like you saw, AI clones look impressive, but it feels fake. Documentary style videos, on the other hand, feel human, authentic, and they build trust. Doesn't that sound like something you want to use in your business? So the problem with all of the type of content that I just showed you, minus the documentary style, it basically feeds the beast. And what do I mean by that? Big tech wants to sell advertising. And when you create that type of content, you're creating scroll material, like they call it doom scrolling, because you can sit there for hours just scrolling. And they don't really care if you watch the video or not. They just want to show you ads. And if you watch a video, if you stop on a video and you click on a little heart or a little like button, then they know you like that content. So they're going to show you more of it. So now they're building a advertising profile so they can send you the right type of advertisement that people are purchasing. So this type of content that people are creating in mass right now is just scroll material. It doesn't help them. It helps the big tech companies. So why would you want to do that? If you haven't seen the movie The Social Dilemma, I would highly recommend watching it because this documentary talks about the exact thing that I just talked about. It talks about how the designers of the like button and the heart button and the social media platforms and the way they work, they're all designed like a Vegas slot machine. They're designed to keep you addicted at scrolling and liking, and that's what they want you to do. So what story is your business telling? Well, Margolis says the stories we tell literally make the world. If you want to change the world, you need to change your story. And I think that's an appropriate quote for what we're going to talk about. So let me take you back in time to 1910 when Theodore Roosevelt went to inspect the French troops. And it was such a special event that they created a video. And this is one of the frames of the video. Now, it was a short video because it was expensive to create video back then. Now, let me bring you forward in time to today. Shorts are the big thing because shorts allow you to mindlessly scroll more so than regular videos on, say, YouTube. So we're going back in time with a modern twist, but we can use that to our advantage. There's a few terms I want to clarify here. When I say documentary style video, I just mean video that's created in a certain way. And then if I say actuality video, or B-roll video that shows people doing things like Theodore Roosevelt inspecting the troops or a yoga teacher teaching yoga, that would be actuality footage or B-roll footage. Now, if you see someone on camera talking like I am, then that would be more interview style or FaceTime video where you're talking to the camera. Okay, let's take a little look at this video that they created.
From the Library of Congress in Washington, D.C.
You notice that their camera work is not that good. Took them a minute to adjust the camera. So no sound, but it actually documented Theodore Roosevelt inspecting the troops. Why should a business use documentary style video? Well, you've heard the term before. People like to buy, but they don't like to be sold to. When you're telling stories, people are more attracted to you to buy from you. When you advertise at people, they're not attracted to buy from you. So that video from Anik Segal, that doesn't attract people, it repels people. So the solution is documentary style videos. And the reasons that documentary style videos are great is because they tell compelling stories, they're authentic and engaging, they attract your ideal customers, they build trust and transparency, and they create loyal followers. And best of all, they create a library of footage that you can dip into time and time again. Now, the other type of videos that I showed you, Those are all one-time use. You can't dip into them time and time again because you're basically creating ads. This is one of the best solutions for creating lots of content. And that's what we need to do based on what Gary said. We need to create lots of content. Now, the benefits of documentary style video, check off all the check marks of what marketing experts say that you need to do in your business. And this is all of the check marks right here. So here's a documentary style video I created, and I'm going to play it for you. But first, let me tell you about it. In my master's program, my teacher followed around a photographer for 2 years on the weekends, not full time. So one time they went to Paris, one time they went to London, one time they went to Venice. My teacher videoed Anthony, the photographer, doing his thing, taking pictures, teaching classes, going to the printer, getting his printed book and looking at it for the first time. All these different things that Anthony normally does on a regular basis. Now picture yourself as Anthony, and maybe you're a yoga instructor, maybe you're a carpenter, maybe you're a restaurant owner, really any type of business that does something visually interesting. Now you may not think what you do is visually interesting, but it is to the people that are looking to hire you. This video is only 1 minute and 29 seconds long, but the video content that I created it from is 45 minutes long. But I took the pieces of content and put it together to tell this story.
It's one of the most stunning views of any city you'll ever see, and that's what makes Paris so special. Most of the photographs taken by the general populace is full of tourists. One of the benefits of going out at dawn is there's nobody out, and you can take these stunning pictures in great light without loads of people in it. In places like this, they're just set up so beautiful. You have such a small window. I mean, not just the light. You want the best shots. You gotta do before the bus loads of tourists get here. The color coming in is just crazy now. It's gonna get really good. We gotta go quick. We're at the Trocadero, getting the classic Paris view. This whole area was planned for people to take pictures right from this spot. There's even an X on the ground there, in tape. Shoot from here. You can't come to Paris and not take this shot. I wanted to get a bit higher. We gotta move. Oh, baby. This is really excellent. Picture perfect. We got all our shots this morning, and just in time. Get here before the tourists and the pocket cameras. That's what it's all about.
So as you can see, that tells a story. So the original footage did not tell this story. As the video editor, I told this story. I chopped up that original content into sound bites that told that story. Then I chose appropriate B-roll or actuality footage to place on top of that audio track to visually tell the story. So basically you're telling two stories. You're telling an audio story and you're telling a video story. And together, those two components make up documentary style. Now, people often ask me, Wayne, what about shorts? Shorts are just a cropping. So the last video I showed you was a landscape video. It was horizontal, like your YouTube videos. This particular video started out as horizontal, but then I cropped it to vertical. So let me play this for you. And it's short, so pay attention.
I don't find it that hard getting out of bed. If I have 5 hours sleep and my alarm goes off, I'm up. And then the alarm goes off, I'm like, boom! I'm up because I know I'm gonna have a cup of coffee, which I love having my coffee in the morning. I mean, for a coffee drinker, it's like that coffee is just like, the smell of coffee, you know, it's sensual. And you know, you get it in you and it's just so practical. And then I'm off. I don't find it that hard.
That's it. So I identify with Anthony and I identify with that video because of several reasons. He's a photographer. I'm a photographer. He likes coffee in the morning. I like coffee in the morning. He uses a French press. I use a French press. He keeps his coffee in a mason jar. I keep my coffee in a mason jar. He uses a hot water kettle. I use a hot water kettle. In 30 seconds, I identified with Anthony on many different levels. That's what your customers are going to do. They're going to identify with you and what you do and how you do it. And it can happen in as short as 30 seconds. That's the superpower of documentary style video. But you must edit and you must have the right type of video footage. But I'm going to teach you how to create that footage. So ask yourself these questions. Have you ever tried video and it just didn't work? Do you feel uncomfortable on camera? Do you struggle with what to create videos about? Would you like raving fans and lots of inbound leads that want to work with you? We all answered yes to many of these questions. And documentary style video helps you with all of these areas and more. So the challenges most business owners face is they don't have a Hollywood budget. They don't have any time. They don't have the tech skills, possibly. They have no clear content strategy. And they're exhausted from chasing all these trends that they see people doing, like dance videos, right? So I would like to explain to you the similarities and the differences between documentary and Hollywood style videos. And in place of Hollywood, you could also put YouTube style videos. Yes, Hollywood can certainly have that effect with their films, but we can also have that same effect with our documentary style videos. Now, the difference between Hollywood style or YouTube style videos and documentary is drastically different in the way you create them. So in Hollywood or YouTubers, they create a script and then they act out the parts. And then the editor puts the puzzle together. In documentary style, we start with a bunch of raw footage and some interviews. And the editor creates the story on the timeline. That's the difference. And that's an important difference. So the magic of documentary style video is you don't have to clone yourself. You can be just you. You can be authentic. You don't have to act. You don't have to perform. And you don't have to look for video hacks. You're already doing your business. You simply just document it and you talk about it, which anyone can do. So here is the 3-step framework for creating documentary style videos. You start documenting what you do, and you can do that with your camera phone, or you can do that with a real camera. It's up to you. You build a library of footage, and then you get with a good editor like me that can take that raw footage and assemble many stories from it, many video clips from it, like the ones Gary says you need to post 8 to 15 times or 100 times a day. So who is this type of business documentary style video for? Like I said, it's for any type of business. I showed you a photographer. It could be an artist. It could be a coach. It could be a speaker. It could be entertainers. It could be basically any type of business. And I've designed this program to be much like a gym membership. So there are 2 ways to join the gym. You can join with the monthly membership with no coach, or you can join the gym with the coach. Now, I've done both. I've joined the gym without the coach, and I've joined the gym with the coach. And when I joined the gym with the coach, my workouts were much better. That's the same thing that's going to happen with you in my program. And that's why I created the 6-week video boot camp. And if you'd like to see the details of the 6-week boot camp, you can go to 6weekvideobootcamp.com. Now, I also created a community where we gather. And if you scan this QR code, you'll go to the community and you can join the community for free. And in that community, there's an area for the members of the boot camp. So if you join the program with the coach, then you'll get access to the boot camp. If you join the community without the coach, then you'll just kind of be there, much like the gym. So in the 6-week boot camp, here are my goals: to teach you skills that you can use for life, to help you build authority in your industry, to help you attract your ideal customers, to build a library of video content, to stop chasing video trends that don't work. There's no need to purchase any fancy camera gear. You already have a phone. No costly AI subscriptions like Anik Segal mentioned. No need to write scripts because we're creating documentary style video. And I'm going to help you finish at least 1 main video and 3 shorts, because that's what comes with the boot camp. Now, you can certainly create more than that. You're going to have direct access to me as your coach. I'm going to give you feedback on your videos to help you make them better. I'm going to teach you how to use AI to create even more content for social media. And then you'll be part of a like-minded community and you'll get weekly accountability. Now, the reason I made this 6 weeks is because anyone can do anything for 6 weeks. It's not a large hurdle to jump over. I've tried to make this as easy as possible for anyone to go through at least 6 weeks and learn the basics. Now, my hope is that you'll stay with the program more than 6 weeks and you'll continue to create this type of content and hire me as your video editor. So it's like the perfect storm. You've got my years of experience, you've got my documentary editing skills, and we've got your business. So the value of the 6-week video boot camp is easily worth $1,000, but you're not going to pay that. I've discounted it to $97 a month, but you're not even going to pay that. I've got a founder special for $47 a month. And if you would like a lifetime price lock, then you can join today. This offer is limited to the first 50 people because at this price, I can only work with 50 people. I need to raise the price. Now, if you're watching this recording, which happens at 10 a.m. Pacific time every Saturday, immediately after this presentation, we will go into onboarding. So anyone that signs up now will go into an onboarding session with me. So if you're watching this replay, say on a Wednesday, then you can come back the following Saturday at 11 a.m. and join the onboarding session. Now, like I said, I have different editing packages for people that would like to hire me. Here's the 3 packages: the Story Starter, the Story Builder, and the Story Master. Story Starter comes with 1 main video, horizontal or landscape, and 3 shorts. The Story Builder comes with 3 main videos and 9 shorts. And the Story Master comes with 5 main videos and 15 shorts. Now, in order to create these videos, we need content, and you need to create the content, and I'm going to help you. Now, the prices for these packages are listed here: $497, $997, and $1997. Now, you're not going to pay these prices as a founding member. You're going to get a $50 discount on the membership. So instead of $97, you're paying $47. And then you're getting a $200 discount on all the editing packages. And this is why I can only work with 50 people at this price, because I'm severely discounting my editing time. So if you would like to sign up for the membership and one of these packages, you can scan this code. Now, this pricing is set up to be a monthly continuing purchase, because why would you want to stop? If this type of video is going to work to bring you more business, and Gary says that you need to produce 8 to 100 pieces of content and post daily, then you need to do this on a monthly basis. But what I've done is I've made it easy for you. You simply take out your phone, hand it to someone, and have them record you doing what you do. Or you put it on a tripod and you record yourself doing what you do. And then you do some interviews with yourself and you interview your clients. It's really not that much work, especially when I show you how to do it in the boot camp. And then you just send it to me and I edit it. It's very simple. Then the finished videos that you receive from me will all be indexed in a spreadsheet with description and content for posting on social media. And you can just simply hand that spreadsheet to your VA or whoever manages your social media, and they can just simply click, copy and paste, and upload videos. You could even have AI do it in an automated fashion. So I've made it super simple for you to do what Gary Vee talks about. So if you'd like to learn more and get plugged in, but you're not quite ready to buy yet, you can visit marketingyourbusinesswithvideo.com and join the community. It's free to join. And then when you're ready to jump into the boot camp, you can do that. So if you'd like to join now, scan that code and go ahead and choose your package. So if you purchase now, or when you're watching this replay, you can come to the onboarding session that starts at 11 a.m. Pacific time every Saturday. Now, the last thing I'd like to leave you with is this quote from Walt Disney: "Imagination has no age. Dreams are forever." So what I would like you to do is imagine, close your eyes and imagine that you're effortlessly creating video content of yourself doing what you do on a daily basis. And then you're sending that content to me to edit. And your life is easy and creating content is easy. And because you're creating this great content, you're going to have a lot more social media following, and you're going to have a lot more customers following you and hiring you because of your content. Now I would like to give you a little demo of DocuFlow. I've created a piece of software that helps me edit your raw footage into a documentary style video. So let me give you a little demo. So this is my preferred video editing platform. It's called DaVinci Resolve. And over here in this panel on the left, I have a bunch of footage of Anthony doing what he does, taking pictures and being interviewed. And I have lots of folders of footage that are all cataloged and organized. Now, I didn't organize this footage, AI did. And my footage also has markers. So you can see here's a marker. And this marker indicates a sound bite. And this marker indicates a sound bite. So AI laid down markers on the video footage based on the transcript. Then I had AI go through the transcripts and the markers and build a timeline. This is a timeline that AI created. This timeline here is much more edited and finished. So what I did was I started with the AI timeline and then I edited a more finished version of it. But my AI system, DocuFlow, saved me hours and hours of time in cataloging and labeling and marking up the footage and then automatically creating a rough cut. So in the business of editing, we always create a rough cut first, and then we cut it down to whatever size we want the final video to be. And we make the story more pleasing to the eye. So let me play this video for you.
I have a passion for light, and I try to share that with other people through my photography and through photographic workshops.
Now the human eye can pick up about 15 stops, a contrast range of 15 stops, 1 to 15, from brightest spot to the darkest spot.
I take out intrepid photographers and I take them to all locations that I have found over the years and I've been to, and I teach them how to be a creative photographer. People, they buy really good quality cameras and they shoot on auto and they're wondering why all their photos never look different than in a photo taken with a smartphone when you got this nice digital SLR. And I teach them why. And, they experience the whole Dawn thing with me. It's very kind of like hands-on learning experience, and they're very popular. People love them.
So we run workshops at Dawn. I say we, I mean Anthony runs workshops at Dawn in London, Paris, and now Venice. It's just amazing. Amateur photographers from all over the world come and do our workshops, and Anthony takes them out. They start when it's completely pitch black, an hour before sunrise, and he shows them how to capture dawn, how to capture pre-dawn, and then how to photograph each city at different points in the morning. And people really love it. It's a really unique workshop.
Cody's really great. He is really fun, he's really patient, he's able to explain things really simply, and he's a brilliant teacher.
In terms of the skill, how much is it a technical skill of knowing what your camera does and being able to understand all the functions, and how much of it is an aesthetic one, an eye, a sensibility, an understanding?
I always tell people, know your camera. Before you go out shooting, know what all the buttons do. If you know your camera, if you know how to operate it intimately, it helps you express yourself.
Thank you very, very much.
Thanks, Robert.
So that was it. That was about a 2-minute video. And if Anthony was using this video to sell his workshops, then you would pretty much know exactly what to expect, because the story was told here about what you'll go through. You'll get up at the crack of dawn and you'll go out and you'll learn how to capture these fantastic scenic environments at dawn. There's a testimonial, there's interviews with Anthony and his wife, and it's a great piece of documentary style content. Now, this is a horizontal piece of content, but it could easily be cut into a vertical piece of content, and it could be shorter. This little 2-minute video could be cut up into 3 different short, which is what our goal is in the 6-week video boot camp. So that's just one small example of the type of content that you can create for your business. So I get some common questions. I've taken the time to answer these for you here about documentary style videos and my boot camp. Many people ask me, can I have my photographer or my assistant or my partner attend the Zoom calls to learn? Absolutely. Because maybe you won't be recording yourself and you'll have one of these people recording you. They can attend at no cost because you've already paid the price of the membership and the boot camp. What will you learn? Or what will your photographer or assistant or partner learn? You'll learn how to create better videos for documentary style video. I'm going to teach you how to use your phone properly to capture the right kind of videos. And I'm going to give you feedback so you can improve every week and create better content. And why is the program 6 weeks? Well, it's pretty much a known fact that anyone can do anything for 6 weeks. And in 6 weeks, you'll start developing a habit. So my goal is to help you develop the new habit of creating raw documentary style video content so you can continue doing this for a long period of time. Whether you use me for video editing or not, you're going to learn how to create the proper type of content to create documentary style videos. Maybe you want to edit the videos yourself, and that's completely fine. You can do that. Now, we do these learning sessions over Zoom. So every Saturday at 9 a.m. Pacific are the boot camp sessions. That's where I'm going to teach you the skills. At 10 a.m., I do these presentations. And then at 11 a.m., I do the onboarding sessions. So if you're watching this recording and you purchase the boot camp, then you'll get information to attend the 11 a.m. Pacific time onboarding session. And then I'll prepare you for your first week because I want to have you out there creating content in your first week. And then you'll come to the 9 a.m. session the following Saturday for the next 6 weeks and beyond if you want to continue. And there's no price to continue. It's just your membership. So if you get the founder special, it's $47 a month. So what does the membership and editing packages include? You're going to have access to my Google Drive. So when you capture videos with your phone or a real camera, you'll be able to upload your raw videos into my Google Drive. And then I will edit and organize your content. And then the finished videos will be indexed in a spreadsheet with links to download the videos. And then there'll also be social media text content that I create with AI that you can post along with your videos, because you also need the right text content to post on social media. I'm also going to teach you how to create that type of content with AI prompts. And I'm going to continue cataloging and organizing your content. And the longer that we work together, the longer that you hire me as your editor, the better your library is going to get. Because over time, I'm going to spend more time cataloging and indexing and getting very familiar with your content. And I'll be able to create videos even faster because I'll have an intimate knowledge of your library. And we can dip into that library time and time again to create more video. As long as you keep your $47 a month membership, you will have access to everything that I just mentioned. Now, if you stop paying your $47 a month membership, all that will go away and you'll no longer have access to it. And if you come back after that, then you'll pay the full price, the $97. So the only thing you have to keep in place is your $47 a month membership. And then when you're ready for me to edit, you can buy one of the editing packages. Now, let's say you buy the biggest package and you don't use all that time in 1 month. You can roll over that time. Just like back in the old days of long distance, you would buy long distance credits. And if you didn't use all those credits, then they would roll over to the next month. What I'm doing with my editing package time. So you will roll over whatever unused time that you have in your editing package to the next month, as long as you have your $47 a month membership or your $97 a month membership. So you can buy different editing packages as you need them, because I understand there may be some months where you don't shoot enough raw content. And if you're paying for that editing time and you don't want to lose it, I understand. And that's why I created this package to be this way. And then as long as you are a $47 a month member or a $97 a month member, then you will have access to the boot camp. and you'll continue to come back and learn. Now, I call it a 6-week boot camp, but in actuality, it goes on forever. So you can come back 10 weeks or 3 months down the road. The boot camp always happens at 9 a.m. Pacific time on Saturday. So your onboarding session starts now. So if you're watching this recording, you should have gotten information when you signed up about joining the onboarding session at 11 a.m. Pacific time. So I look forward to seeing you in our next onboarding session. Now I would like to give you a tour of our community. So this is the Video Marketing Mastery community. And when you come into the community, this is what you're going to see. You're going to see some recent chat threads here or some posts. And then over here on the left, you're going to see some different channels. So these channels are free. And then this is the 6-week bootcamp channel. So once you become a member of the bootcamp, then you'll have access to the bootcamp channel. But as a free member, you have access to all these channels and all the different learnings that are in here. So there's a lot of great information for free, but if you really want to join the gym with the trainer, with the coach, then join the bootcamp. So if you would like to join the bootcamp, then scan this code now and you can join the bootcamp and come to the next onboarding session. So joining the community is much like joining the gym. If you just join the gym without the trainer, without the coach, then your workouts are going to be less effective. When you join the community without me, the coach, then your videos are going to be less effective. If you join the gym with the trainer, which is the 6-week video boot camp, then your videos are going to be more effective. So you can join the community by scanning that code for free. So you can join the community for free today by scanning that QR code. If you'd like to join the 6-week video boot camp, then just go to 6weekvideobootcamp.com and you can read all the details and pay for your membership there. I look forward to seeing you in the community and in the boot camp.